In this video, let us understand about lombok. We will discuss what is lombok, how to add lombok jar to a Spring application, how to get lombok support in Eclipse. To start with, what is lombok? Lombok is a Java library. It is from project Lombok. It can easily plug into your editor. The purpose of lombok jar is to minimize or reduce the boilerplate code that you add in your application. Boilerplate code means the repetitive code that you add in your application in multiple places. Assume you have a bean class like employee with few properties, name and employee ID. So as a developer, you need to add getter setter methods, no argument constructor, parameterize constructor, then you need to override hash code and equals if required, then generate toString. Assume you are having 10 beans similar to this. You need to write all these code in all your Java beans. This is the boilerplate code that we can minimize or remove with the help of lombok. Lombok achieves this with the help of few annotations. @data, @toString, @getters, @setter. Few more you have @no args constructor, all args constructor. The name itself is specific. Instead of you writing toString, if you add this annotation, automatically toString will be generated. If you add @getter and @setter, getter and setter methods will be generated. Of course, with the restrictions you want, instead of having a public method, if you want to have it as a protected method, that is possible. In case of toString, if you don't want to add all the fields, you can specify what fields you want to exclude in toString. So with all these capabilities, you can use lombok in your application so that you are removing the boilerplate code. Let me show you a simple example without lombok and with lombok. Without lombok, you need to write the parameterize constructor, getter setter methods, toString and so on. With lombok, just by adding the annotations, all the boilerplate code will be generated automatically and added to your class. I hope it is clear. Now let us see how to add lombok to a Spring application. We will see this with an example. Let me create a Spring application using Spring Starter project. File, new, Spring Starter project. I'll give the name as Spring Lombok Demo. Rest of the things I'm going with the defaults. Click next. I want lombok support. So let me just go and search for lombok. It is available. This is a simple console based application. Actually, we will not be doing an application. We are just going to see how to get the lombok support. Click finish. The application is created. Let us first explore pom.xml. So this is the lombok dependency that we have added. We will test this now by creating a simple Java bean. So let me go to com.srishti. I'll create a new Java class. Let me give the class name as employee. In this employee class, let me add few properties. Name, employee ID, salary and city. Next, I want to create or generate getter and setter methods. For that, we will use the annotation @getter and @setter. @setter. I will import this. How to check whether getter and setter methods are created? I'll just go and open outline. It is on the right hand side corner. If you don't find it, go to window, show view, outline. You can see that the getter and setter methods are generated automatically for this employee class just by adding these two annotations @getter and setter. Now let us also add a no argument constructor and one all args constructor and toString. We will again check whether it has been added. I'll open outline. Here you can see that a default constructor and a parameterize constructor, toString is also added. So without you adding the boilerplate code like getter setter methods, default constructor, parameterize constructor and toString method, just by using the annotations, these boilerplate code are automatically generated. In case of toString, if you want to exclude any particular field, you can also specify that by passing it as an attribute. There are many attributes. What I want is exclude. So I am selecting it and I can just pass it within double quotes. This may not be reflected here in the outline, but if when you are trying to call the toString method, that time this will be reflected. Together with this, we also have one more annotation @data. This is equivalent to no argument constructor, overriding hash code and equals, getter and setter methods, and toString with the default values. Let me also add that @data, and I will comment the rest of the annotations. You can see the equivalent code. Here we are having getter setter methods, equals, hash code, toString, and a default constructor. So with just one @data annotation, we can achieve all the boilerplate code that is needed for a Java bean. But if we want to be specific for setter method or getter method or toString, then we can go in for individual annotations. Now again I will just go in for the individual annotations. I will remove data, and in case of getter method, if I don't want this to be public and if I want this to be protected, I can just specify that. I can give it as value equal to access level dot protected. You can see that the getter methods now has become protected. So you can use these annotations with the default values or modify it based on your requirements. Let us also see how this toString is working. Now I will go to the main class. In the main class, let me try to print a simple employee object. See, so new employee. I have not given any value or anything. I just want to check whether city is excluded. I am saving it. Let me run this. So this is the toString method that is generated for employee. Name, employee ID and salary. City is excluded. Okay, fine. Now this lombok is added to the Spring application. But if you try to call getter method or setter method, this Eclipse will not understand the getter and setter methods that are added automatically by lombok. So we need to plug in lombok to Eclipse. What I am trying to say is, if I write employee, emp is equal to new employee, and if I try to call emp.getEmployee or setEmployee, I will get an error saying that getter method and setter method is not generated. The reason is lombok is not plugged into Eclipse. In my case, I have already plugged in. That is why I am not getting any error. If you are using lombok for the first time in Eclipse, you need to configure lombok with Eclipse so that Eclipse will support lombok. Now I will tell you how to integrate or how to plug in lombok into Eclipse so that Eclipse supports lombok. Already we have downloaded lombok, so lombok should be available in .m2 repository. So let me open that. So it is in C drive, users, your machine name, .m2, inside repository, org, project lombok, inside which I have lombok. So here I have got different versions of lombok jar files downloaded. Let me select one particular version, and now I will open command prompt from here. From this place, we need to run the jar file. So I will just copy the jar file name also. So it is java space -jar space control-v.jar. So you have to run the lombok jar file from the command prompt. The jar file is available in .m2 repository folder. So I have gone inside that folder, selected that jar file, and I am running it in the command prompt. When you press enter, this window will open. In this place, you need to specify the location of your Eclipse IDE. I am using STS, Spring Toolsuite. So I need to specify the location where I have got my Spring Toolsuite exe file. So let me select the location. So this is the exe file. Select. Once selected, click install or update. Now we are getting a message. Lombok has been installed on the selected IDE installations. I have selected STS exe file. If you are working with Eclipse, you can choose the location of Eclipse exe file. Once you are getting this message, you can quit the installer, go back to your STS or Eclipse, you rebuild your project. Now your getter method and setter method will not give any error. So this is how you use lombok jar in your Spring application. With lombok jar, we are reducing the number of lines of code that we usually write in a Spring Bean. All the boilerplate code is minimized or removed with the help of lombok jar. That's all. Thank you.